Welcome to Rising Stars of Toronto, and this week's guest, well, let me tell you about her. A few weeks ago, I was casting for a different project, and I came across this profile, and I loved looking at her clips, all of the demo reels. And I actually pushed her in front of the director, and somehow she ended up getting the part. And yes, I was the production assistant for the project, and I looked her perform, and I loved every minute that I spent with her. I think there is something about her, and I'm gonna invite JoAnn into my show. JoAnn, come on in.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. That was so sweet. I appreciate that.
The Chanel girl, and I had to match the vibe. I know when she walked in, I had to dress up, and this is what I had to wear. Well, JoAnn, thank you for taking time.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I really appreciate it, and especially you inviting me here. And I must say thank you so much for seeing my clips for the other production and pushing the director to cast me. That's quite nice.
Her demo reels were so strong, so strong. And at that age, she's bringing her A game on. And I think, sometimes I feel insecure. Where are my tapes, at the par, so I had to up my game. And I think you're an inspiration for me, and that's why, it's a pleasure to have you on my show.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
What do you think of the set?
I love it. I think it's great. Some of my favorite movies are behind us. Some of the favorite actors and actresses. I can see you're a big fan of Audrey Hepburn. There's Casablanca, Bogart, and Bacall. I mean, there's nothing better than them. Barbara Streisand.
Yes.
I read her memoir, and in fact, I saw it on the audio files and listened to her actually read her book in the audio files, and it is amazing. So I would recommend, if you have a chance, to hear her and her stories about her life. It was fabulous.
If you say so, I will definitely
do that.
So let's talk about the main girl here, Audrey Hepburn. Well, I'm giving tribute to Audrey Hepburn with this show. She's all about elegance and classy, and that's what I'm all about as well. And I think she's a fantastic actress and also a great, great human being. Recently, I came across this Netflix documentary that moved me away. That's the first thing I've watched of Audrey Hepburn, because I wanted to watch this film called Roman Holiday and I couldn't find it. And I found Audrey documentary, and I fell in love, and I thought, okay, let's do this show and give it a tribute for Audrey Hepburn. And that's why the whole set is in 70s vibe, guys. 70s. If not, we are going back a little bit, but it's vintage Hollywood. That's all we are aiming for. It's celebrating cinema, giving underrepresented talent, underdogs of Toronto, like a visibility platform. And it means a lot to me because I was one of those, and no one want to work with me, or the agents always keep saying no, you know what, there's nothing I can do, but whatever I have in my hand, that's all I can do. And this shoot is how things are falling into place, and it is a lot of pressure, a lot of pleasure that I'm taking.
Well, I think that's such a nice thing that you are doing, as far as taking kind of lesser well-known, or in my fact, not known, aspiring actors or actresses, and giving them a platform and giving a little bit more visibility, because that's what we're all looking for. We just want to be seen, right?
I think there are a lot of people that are doing incredible work, but not getting visibility on big networks. So, whoever is interested, they can all come into my show. This is going to be the first episode. JoAnn is representing the first episode. Thank you, JoAnn. I think I'll tell you why I'm choosing you as the first guest. In a while, you will get to know.
Okay.
All right.
I'm intrigued.
So at what age did you start pursuing acting, JoAnn?
I think from the moment I could walk.
Yes.
I always liked singing little songs for the family gatherings. And I grew up in Kentucky on a farm. And so there were lots of family reunions, there's lots of get together. And my cousin and I would try to do little performances all the time. I guess in grade 2, I did a show for the PTA. And I just enjoyed it so much. I felt like being on stage was just exactly what I wanted to do. But that's as a child, and I didn't have any training. I did a lot in church. I did some speaking and some plays that we would have in church. And through high school, I did speech tournaments and did acting in plays. We did Oklahoma, as a matter of fact, in one of my high school productions. And then I went to university and majored in theater and speech.
Wow, okay.
And I enjoyed it. I was certainly not what I thought was the best actress in the school by any means, but I enjoyed all aspects of it. I liked to stage manage. I liked to do makeup. I liked to do all different areas of it, and I loved the people. And that was really kind of what drew me to it. After graduation, I did some children's theater, and I directed children's theater and did some summer stock. But at that time in my early 20s, mid 20s, I got to the point that there were just so many young, beautiful women out there, and I just didn't think that I could measure up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it all happens to all of us, but roses. Why are roses competing? Are they not? Roses never compete;
right.
They just blossom.
That's
But
right.
we as actors, we are competing with other people, and there is so much of negativity the moment you walk into an audition room. I hate that feeling, man. But yes, shake it off. It's all right. Never compare.
Exactly. Well, at that point in time, at 22 years old, I was comparing a lot. I was definitely doing it. It was not a conscious thing, but I was just looking around and seeing all this competition. And I thought, well, maybe there's something I could do even better. And I got into the hotel business.
What happened afterwards?
And I worked my way up. And after 30 plus years in the hotel business, I retired as Senior Vice President of Marriott Hotels, having traveled all around the world and working in many, many different cultures and having the experience, lots of different people and teaching and training.
Did you say Senior Vice President of Marriott Hotels?
Yes.
Look at JoAnn's craft, everyone.
So that was something that I found very close to my heart. And never did I stop acting. Yeah. Never did I stop being on stage, because I was doing presentations to general managers or to staff and teaching and training. Yeah. And all of that kind of theater and speech background, I think, acknowledged what I was doing, and I got nice promotions over the time that I was there.
Yes, I think you made a good choice. Again, it depends on opportunities and the gut. Your gut told you to take that route. So what is it like to come back to film and TV after so long? Where are you at this process, JoAnn?
After I retired from Marriott, I started another company, and it's a culinary travel company.
Okay.
And so I put together what I learned from traveling around the world in the hospitality with actually designing experiences, culinary experiences all around the world. Again, none of that theater or speech training has gone by the wayside. It's always been there, because just like the curtain's going to go up on stage, when you are doing something as far as designing an experience or a travel experience for people, it's all about how other people are feeling.
Yes.
How you can use your talent to make other people feel good and enjoy what they're doing. So it's not necessarily having to be on stage or having to be in front of the TV camera or in a film to be able to get that passion and that joy of what I have been doing. But it's always been there, and whatever I'm doing, that passion comes out.
Yes.
So you asked, now that I'm actually kind of starting again.
Yes. Do you feel butterflies in your stomach?
It's daunting. It's absolutely crazy. It is, yeah. I'm scared and I am nervous, and especially the auditions that I do after not being in this kind of environment.
Yes.
It's all new.
Look, this is what acting is doing to a lot of actors. She is a senior vice president. She was once. And look what acting is doing to the senior vice president, She should be I'm sure you have been in a lot of rooms where you had a lot of command in the room.
Yes,
But
indeed.
here it's like the whole script is flipped. How is it to see the coin flip like that? I mean, it's just an experience, right?
It's a unique and different experience. I love it, and that's kind of what I've always kind of prided myself in. I like to do scary things. I like to do things that are different and unusual, whether it be a dance class or taking a singing lesson. And I'm not a singer by any means, but trying to do things that maybe you're uncomfortable with, but you can take away some of those great parts in everything you do.
Yes. So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
From any era of actors, living or dead, who do you think could have been your toughest competition if you had played all of your cards right? Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of potential.
I will tell you who I admire so much. I admire Lauren Bacall and what she did. She really started at 19 being on screen, and she developed and she was on screen her whole entire life. And the evolution of her acting and the evolution of that authenticity was just amazing. Same thing with Katharine Hepburn. Crazy, wonderful, athletic woman who did all of different things, but on screen she could become anything that she was cast at doing.
And people call her petite, but when she comes on stage, when
Never
she comes
would.
on in front of the film,
No, not
she
at all.
owns it,
Without a doubt.
Yes. So let's talk about some of the favorite films of any era, that have deeply impacted you, or
The first film I ever saw was Oh Yeller.
Okay.
Do you know that?
Nope. I don't.
It's about a dog. And I went to the drive-in movie theater with my mother and father. You did that back in the olden days. And they would turn the car around. You would sit in the back seat of the station wagon and you would watch. And it's a sad story about this dog. But seeing that on that big drive-in movie screen, it was like, oh my goodness, this is capturing a completely different world. So that kind of this is something that would be great to do. And then there was a movie called Spencer's Mountain that I saw with my grandmother when I was just a little girl. That was so heartfelt, and the family was a poor family growing up, but met a lot of different difficulties, but they always worked through it. It was inspiring. It made you feel good. So I love movies that have that good feeling experience, but I also love Out of Africa, Meryl Streep, one of the greatest shows.
I like her, yes. She's so good.
So there's so many, that I have enjoyed it, and I don't really want to pigeonhole into a particular category.
Let's go to the pigeonhole.
Okay.
How is it? There are a lot of casting directors, I'm sure, they've been typecasting you for mom roles or stereotypical roles. What do you have to say to people who kind of put you in box? This is for everyone, not just for you. You're talking for everyone. What do you have to say? This is your chance.
I think that you go and do it. You try to be in front of that camera. You try to be on stage as much as possible. You work, you do the work, you try to get out there and get as much experience as you possibly can, whether it be background work or a leading role. just be able to have the experience of being with great photographers, great directors, and learn the entire time. Sure, I'm not going to be the femme fatale in a movie. I understand that I'm going to be the mom or the grandmother or the crazy aunt or the wicked stepmother. And at this point in time in my life, yeah, I know I'm going to be a character actor,
Yeah,
but that's where I want to work and hone and try to get better at producing those different types of energy and thoughts. And
you're not alone in this journey. Me too. They kind of put me, I'm stereotypical as well. They put me on a box because I'm brown. Like, I don't know. They don't even write roles for us. You know how hurting it is for me.
I can,
I'm a rebel, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just tired of that shit. I'm gonna make my own thing. I can't just keep on waiting because I've done it for like 10 long years.
And congratulations to you for doing that. That's exactly, make it happen for yourself.
And for others.
And for others, consequently. And thank you
Yes.
very much. Yes.
So how does it feel, JoAnn, to start acting all over again at this age? Do you feel it daunting? What is going on? Are you taking classes?
Is it daunting? Absolutely. Yes. I take classes all the time. And I feel like when I'm taking classes that I'm really acting. I'm a working actor at that point in time because I am putting in the work. I am doing the scenes. I am working with like-minded people. I'm getting lots of direction from a coach. And that is extremely important, but it's extremely gratifying to me as well. I'm always the oldest person in my acting class. I'm generally the oldest person on set when I have the opportunity to be on set. But to me, that is great. Now, did I have some reservations when I came to that idea one day? You know what? I want to do acting in film and television. Yeah, I was afraid. I was daunting. Who is going to want me as an older woman to be on screen? Who wants to look at me? A lot of times when you get to be our age as women, we become, I think Kathy Bates said it, invisible. And you can be in the room, but nobody is really paying attention to you. But that's kind of good because you can be in the room. And then when it's time to be on stage or in front of the camera, you do your own thing and you're prepared and you bring that energy and you bring that desire to do things. And I do have the desire.
All right. So if you have the ability to choose any of the films that has made in the past, what kind of films would you choose? Like I'm going to give you an example. Devil Wears Prada, she's not typecast there.
Right.
Yeah, she's the lead boss and she's old. Meryl Streep.
Yes.
So
she's old in your thought process. She's old, right? I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yes. I think films that Meryl Streep does, absolutely. Who wouldn't want to be a Meryl Streep character in a film, to be lucky enough? Dame Judi Dench, fabulous in the everything that she actually ever does. I think I would love to play a Southern matriarch of a family. Not necessarily Bridgerton or something like, but having a family that she loves, but she is the head of this family matriarch in this Southern town with lots of history.
With that conversation, I'm going to bring back to Sylvester Stallone. No one was offering him roles, so he wrote his own scripts. He had to sell his dog at once, and he made his own. He had to put down his foot with the producers, and he made his own films. So I think we all have a little bit of power that we can take in our hands. It's never too late. I'm going to encourage you. You should do that.
Thank you.
If you want to write your own 1-minute monologue or 2-page script, go for it, JoAnn. Like there is nothing that it should stop you.
Thank you.
Take more things into your own control. Because I think that way, you're also giving opportunities for others
Other
as
people.
well. So I'm gonna ask you, if you could go back in time, is there anything that you would like to do, or is there anything you would do differently?
I don't really think so. Not dramatic things. I opened when the doors opened.
Yes.
Even maybe when I lost a job or another company came over and took over the hotel that I was in, and maybe they didn't want me. I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's something that I was worried about. But another door always opens, another opportunity. So don't take a no, don't take a slamming of the door as a situation against you. Don't take a lost audition as something that you didn't get and be worried about. Take those opportunities and explore more and do more. So in terms of some things that I did, I made some bad decisions and I made some bad choices.
Yes.
But overall, I think I love my life. And it's just not about acting. It's about family.
Yes,
I love to travel. I
Getting
love
that,
food.
yes.
I love my new baby granddaughter that's 3 weeks old and our grandson that's 2.5.
Yes.
It's a whole varied opportunity and friends and entertaining. Your life needs to be full.
Of course.
And if you're an actor and not working at the time, find some passion that you enjoy while you're keep the creative juices going. And being old, it's better than you ever thought it could be. Absolutely.
She said a lot of things, and I wish you all took notes. With that, we're going to move on to the next segment of Rapid Fire.
Okay.
JoAnn, are you ready?
I guess so.
All right,
Let's
then.
see.
So I have a lot of questions coming your way,
Okay.
JoAnn. You better be prepared.
I hope so. Let's see.
Come on, there's nothing to be nervous about, okay? All right. So what's the first movie you saw ever in a theater?
Well, it was at a drive-in theater, Old Yeller. We talked about that.
Actor who made your heartbeat skip 50s or 60s,
Oh, Omar Sharif. Oh my goodness.
A classic movie that still holds you today.
Gone with the Wind.
Okay, a film from the past you wish you'd been cast in. I think we've already spoke about it. All Hollywood star you'd love to share a scene with.
Jimmy Stewart, Katharine Hepburn, Lauren Bacall, Humphrey Bogart.
Let's say everyone, and also me.
Susan
Do you-
Sarandon, even today.
Who do
Yes.
you want to work with in current day and age?
I would love to work with Helen Mirren.
I'd like to work with Zendaya and Timothy Chalamet. If anyone is taking notes, please cast me in your next project. All right. So what are you scared more? Your first audition or your first performance?
What am I scared more?
What were you more scared of?
Oh, the audition. Yeah, the performance. Once it's performance time, all the work's done, all the creative process, and you just kind of let it go and take all of the work that you've done and let it be there.
So are you more like an instinct actor or like a technique actor?
I don't think that there's a specific technique. There's a process to get ready to act, to understand the character, to bring yourself part of it. But no, but once all that work is done, I tend to like go in the moment and have a spontaneous interaction with whoever I'm doing a scene with.
A character that helped you heal something personal.
Heal?
I mean, if there is none, you could pass.
I don't know of.
All right, move on. Let's move on. then.
Okay.
Quietest moment you've ever had on set.
The quietest?
Or like or something that made you quiet, or like internal?
Well, we all know it. When you're on set, there's a lot of waiting around to be called for your scene. So I think that time that you are not on set is a quiet time that you should be reflecting and continuing to prepare.
What do you think is your superpower? Do you have? I'm sure you have one.
My kindness, my intuition into other people and how they're feeling. I feel like that my superpower is having a good time, doing a great party, and I mix great drinks. I do.
Great drinks.
Cocktails.
You're gonna invite me for your next party.
All right, all right.
One piece of advice you'd give to a younger actor. I think you've said something beautifully, but
Do it.
about life, not about acting, about life.
Explore. Don't close doors. Explore. Take the time, take the energy to do a variety of different things. Build a firm foundation, just like you're building a house. Build a foundation, do lots of things. And then once time goes on, you're able to grow that foundation and build that into a tall, solid structure.
Okay, what do you have to say about to parents or friends around us who constantly give us so much of negativity and criticism? For some actors it's a part of the thing, but are you like
It's none of our business. It's none of our business what they think about us. Absolutely.
yeah,
You gotta you take direction, but if someone is down on you and not, being encouraging, you know what? Let them be in their little stinky hole. That's none of my business. I'm going to do the things that I like to do and that I find enjoyable.
and any other life advices that you would like to give me and to our audience, because I think that's what we're going to take away today.
Enjoy yourself. Do things that make you happy. Do things that give you a passion. And then it's not work. Do things that you love. And once you love to do it, those hours, the low-paying jobs, it doesn't matter because you're enjoying yourself.
You're trying to say that there's life outside work and acting. So
Indeed.
go focus on that. Yes, you heard it very loud and clear. So with that, we're going to wrap. This is JoAnn Bundak, everyone. How could I get someone's name wrong?
Thank you so much.
What are you going to mix on my cocktail?
What do you like? Take care. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and thank you for joining me on the show.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Next week, I'll be back with another guest.